Most commercial real estate transactions don't actually die during underwriting. They die after the investor thinks the deal is set to close and make it to the closing table. And if you don't understand what I'm going to break down in this video, it could cost you 5 to 6 figures on your next CRE investment. I'm going to break down what I've learned after my team's done $1.6 billion in transactions over the past few years to help you avoid any huge costly adverse effects during your next transactions. I'm going to break down for you 3 main points when it comes down to getting to the closing table. Number one, what most investors never grasp fully, unless they're all cash buyers, is going to be lending approval is not just the first step of underwriting. That is obviously a huge part of it. NOI, cap rates, returns, DSCR, all these things make a massive difference on face value. And a lot of times, you get pre-approved to buy a property from your lender, but without doing these next steps, it could kill the deal before it even really starts. And that's going to be the timelines. Every commercial asset is different from one another. If it is a storage unit versus multifamily, massively different. And the banks will see them differently too. A lot of times you get into transactions and you think, okay, it's going to be a 25-year term, super great, high returns for you as an investor. But maybe they say, actually, after doing my work and due diligence on our side, it is 20 years or 15 years. And that alone can kill your NOI or your cash flow on your investment. That's number one. Number two of the same category of lending processes is the timeline itself. Let's say they can close in 45 days or 60 days, but it only is contingent on getting information they need in a timely manner. So if the sellers don't give you all the T12s and bank statements and P&Ls and everything like that, well, then that can automatically push back closing, and before you know it, you are past the due diligence or feasibility timeline. You really can't back out anymore and protect your earnest money. So right there, it's going to cost you, 1% of the purchased property. It's a $10 million property, you just lost, $10,000. $10,000 is so important to make sure you know what you're doing. So that can cost you a lot of money, obviously. That's number one. Number two, it is last minute expenses that you never underwrite in the first place. Maybe it's CapEx. And having CapEx can be a number of things. You get the property, you do your due diligence, you get your inspection going on, and during that timeline, you find out that it's going to cost you $15,000 to fix the roof, or it's going to cost you $20,000 to fix the plumbing. All these different assets have issues one way or another, especially if it's a value add property. If it's class C or B, you're going to have some issues and you will probably find them. Now, obviously, during that process, you can try to renegotiate the price or concessions to take care of those. And if they get approved by the seller and your client, great, you can move forward. Nothing is now thrown into the deal. But if they don't agree to this, they can also have a huge effect on your lending and on your own finances. So it's so key and so important. And then the last step, and I'm going to break down as well how to avoid these three things as well at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that one. And if this is helpful for you so far, make sure you smash that like button, tag your friends, give us a share, helps me making more content every single day. And our next one of the 3 main deal killers, or what really stops the deal from going in the first place, is going to be your partners. Let's say you have 2 partners, 3 partners, capital is stacked. That can be a big deal killer for you too if all 3 of you are not on board, or all you guys are not on board on the transaction in the first place. What if something happens in their life, or something happens in their family's life? All these things can happen overnight. Right? It's so important to be on the same page from day one to avoid these issues. Say, hey, on paper, this deal looks good to me. if all these things happen, but it turns in the deal, you have a huge CapEx, and your other investor partners like, this is too much for me, that can kill a deal as well. So being on the same page is so crucial. Now let's start with that one first for 3 solutions. Number one, make sure you're talking to your investor partners and your capital stack. You already have worst case scenario and best case scenarios brought out. That way, no one's surprised, and you can mitigate all the risk up front. Say, hey, if CapEx comes to this price point, how much are we willing to pay? How much will we do to fix this problem? So if you're on the same page and that does happen, you already know, cool, I expected this, nothing goes wrong, let's move forward. That's number one, to fix the investor partner situation. Number two, kind of going backwards here, when you're looking at CapEx, what I love to do is use Google Earth. Nowadays, you can really go into Google Earth and kind of see pictures from 2025, 2024, and beyond. And this allows us to get a pretty clear picture to see, okay, based on the pictures online, the roof is kind of messed up. I'm anticipating to have a CapEx for this property of $50,000. Does that make or break our deal? If our deal is still good, cool, I'm now paying for this. Number two in the same category is asking the agent and seller, do you know any deferred maintenance? What has been fixed, what have not been fixed, and what expectations do you think I need to anticipate? Do you think they'll close correctly so we all win? That's massive. It's not just digging up dirt. It's like, I'm going to make sure we're on the same page here. And then the third one, when it comes down to lending and approvals, try to get ahead of the curve. Like for us, I work on deals sometimes for weeks before I even submit an LOI. Let that sink in. I'm working on deals sometimes for weeks before you even submit the LOI and PSA. Because this allows me to do all my due diligence up front and save us time for ourselves and for our lending people. I'm asking for deferred maintenance. I'm asking for all financials so I can get them. I'm asking for everything. That way, when deal starts closing from day one, there we have it. I also tell my lender, hey, I'm working on the transactions right now. I'll let you know I make traction on this. And when that does happen, let's get the ball rolling before our LOI is even in place. It gives us an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of due diligence. That is massively for you to do as well. And then on top of that, just know during your buying process, your lender will ask you, all right, this is a Class C or Class B. Right now, NOI is $250,000. And your goal is to make it worth $300,000, $350,000. How will you do that? They will ask you that. They will ask you for a pro forma that you create, your assumptions, and a quick summary of how you got there. And a lot of times you get blindsided that, especially your first transaction or first couple of transactions, that was even a thing to do. That can take you a long time to do yourself, which is why my team does it all for you. Of course, if you want more help or support on any of this kind of stuff, I know it seems overwhelming. Down below, link in the description, have a call me directly. It can help you save 5 to 6 figures to your next investment, or you don't pay us anything. And so far, all clients have saved a minimum of 5+ figures with our help. So again, down below, link in the description, no obligations, but happy to help you out in your next transaction. Because when you're looking at these kind of things, you want to really make sure that we are in a position to get them all the stuff up front. So I'm doing my underwriting, I'm doing my things, I'm doing my performance to give to my lending party before we went too far in the weeds. Say, hey, this is a good deal today and next year. And this is why. Let's move forward. Here are the documents. And of course, I'm going to walk the ground myself with my team or my investors and myself before a week passes by of PSA being authorized. Walk the ground, see everything, touch it, feel it, talk to the selling party, and find out all the information on that meeting as well to make sure we get to the closing table in a timely manner. So for a quick recap for you, we broke down 3 main things. Number 1, most deals never make it to closing, not because of underwriting, at least up front, because of lending approval, lending timelines. Number 2 is all CapEx. CapEx means super large, and you have all these surprise hidden costs towards the end of the transaction, which can kill a deal. And up above, a whole video that breaks down for you as well, all expenses and all closing costs for you too, for more context there. And then the third one is going to be your partners. If you're not all on the same page, that can throw a huge wrench into the transaction itself and make a good deal into a dead deal. Hope this is helpful for you all. Again, I have a whole breakdown A to Z of how to do commercial real estate as an investor over here, top of the video. Down below, a whole playlist for you as well on all things commercial real estate. After $1.6 billion transactions, give you all of my secrets. No courses, no masterminds, no guru talk, real applications you can use today to close more transactions. And of course, thanks for watching. Have the best day yet. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, use the share. I'll see you at the top.